guys, good evening. Dennis here from pipsmatter.com. Now, we have a really important trading week coming up, and we need to be prepared. We need to be prepared and know exactly what's coming out, when it's coming out, and what it could do to the markets. This video is going to be a mixture of our watch list for the week and the fundamental preparation for September 23 all the way till 27. So basically Monday till Friday. Now, we got quite a bit of things happening in the markets this week. I'm going to go over the information one by one. So let's get going. Data and news. Monday is big for the euro. We get a lot of data coming out, specifically PMI data, I believe, and we also have Fed speakers. Now, my attention is going to be brought to the euro to spot any possible movement on any of the euro pairs against any major trading counterparts or even minor ones. We are going to go over the euro in this video, so be ready to find some opportunities to make some money. Moving on, Tuesday, 24th September. Early hour trading, Asian session will be busy, the rest not so much. So we're going to be moving on with Japan's Kuroda speaking, Bank of Japan governor, and then the Royal Bank of Australia, RBA, Mr. Lowe, will be speaking too in the same Asian session. That could provide some movement, so we're going to be zooming into the markets, and the community is going to be very active with especially the new additions to the trading system, which last week have shown us just how powerful it is. Wednesday, 25th of September, brings us the New Zealand dollar interest rate and rate statement, followed by the US inventories, oil inventories in the US session. Thursday is a bit busy. We have the final quarterly GDP for the US. Draghi speaks, Carney speaks. We also have a Fed FOMC press conference and 2 or maybe even 3 Fed speakers in between of that. Finally, Friday is dominated by US news. So let's go over some specific information. Now, after 2 weeks of the market's attention being on the central banks, the focus of traders and the markets should be turning to the real economic figures, which is data. So data could give us a good 30, 20, 30, 40, 50 pips here and there, so that should be interesting. Moving on, we get a lot of PMI data this week, but if there is no increase in the US specifically, if there is no increase in the US PMI data, then this will indicate that the Q3 actually showed the weakest growth since 2009. This should be interesting. Moving on in Europe, across the continent or across the ocean, it will be interesting to see if the service sector can continue to support growth despite the weakness in manufacturing. Now, a trade deal between the US and Japan could and should be signed, and there could be news about the US-China trade war this week, with high-level talks expected in early October, which is just around the corner. And that's the start of quarter 4, the most important quarter of my life, because I'm going to be making some big moves. I'm going to be basically shooting for 6-figure returns in quarter 3, and eventually in 2020 moving on to a month-by-month basis on being on 6-figure returns. And then I'm going to teach you exactly how I've done that too. On the tensions in Iran, now pressure is growing on Iran with all the Western countries pointing their finger at them, and this should definitely be a market theme for quite some time. Anyway, let's go to the watch list for now. That's for the news, but let me give you some very valuable information when it comes to news trading. I don't care if you're a fundamental trader or a technical one, solely technical or solely fundamental. I really don't give a crap about that. What I care about is you being professional when it comes to the markets. You might believe in the Dow theory or in the Elliott wave stuff or anything else, but knowing when the fundamentals, when they're happening is crucial, and knowing how they can impact the markets is also essential to you knowing when and where to get in and out of trades. If you hear somebody walking around, that's my pug getting angry because the other one, the King Corso, is bothering it, so I had to separate them so I can do this video. But anyway, fundamental information is essential in trading. I know you might not spend much time to check the fundamentals, but one of the rules I've got for my trading is if I'm trading the dollar, I want to know what could move the dollar, when it could move the dollar, and how it could move the dollar. Even the probabilities of it, such as Trump making a tweet. You need to take all of this into account because, for example, a Trump could release a tweet that could move the market against you for 20 pips, but it could be also not a major mover and the market could come right back in. So you need to understand what's going on, when it's going on, and how it's going on. I will be teaching this in my course, so it will be out. If you want to subscribe to know when it's out, basically just go to the Pips Matter blog at pipsmatter.com and then go on the blog. You'll get a pop-up, subscribe there, and you'll get the notification. Anyway, my mission is to seize this week and seize it one day at a time. So let's go in to the watch list and get our hands wet on some charts. Right, so to kick off the watch list, we're going to go with the active trades. Got a couple of them. They're looking good. So it's the first one is GBP USD. This started working out. We made some really good money with the updated version of the system here. Buying and selling last week. Buying once and selling twice, I think, something like this. So we're out of the contraction zone, the blue area here. We're coming off a major level right there. I made a video about this plenty of times, spoken about it plenty of times. We're looking for downside now. There seems to be nothing holding us back aside from a minor support at 1.24400. That's this little dotted level that you see here. Moving on, we got the 23.6. So basically this whole area here from 23.6 all the way down to 30%. That's a major support and that needs to be broken. Now, for that to break, we need some stronger force, I guess. Somebody with bigger money to push this out. Now, when they do that, the next level, of course, is 50% and 61 are take profit levels. So that's my big watch list here. I'm looking to bank big bucks on this. TP is 200 pips away. We'll see if it can reach it. If not, we're going to be trading intra throughout the high lows of price, basically the tops and bottoms. That's the strategy we're going to be using here. But we'll see. We're reactive, so we'll decide later. Moving on to the next pair, USD JPY. That's looking hot too. Check this out. We got this major contraction here, messing around these key levels. Just a sec, because now I switched the dogs. I've taken the cane corso with me, and I've taken and I let the pug go downstairs. So the cane corso is a bit harder to control. Molly, come here. Okay, now that's Molly for you. She's a puppy, but she's fucking 25 kilos already. Okay, one second. Okay, now we are very close to TP1 here. That's 107.65. Very close to it. Seems like we might gap down. The second TP is this level here, and that's the one I'm trying to hold on to, 106.800. The second green level. That's the 61% of this contraction from contraction bottom to contraction high. It's looking good, so we'll hold on to that for some time and see, but it should be hit even maybe with a gap down Monday. But RSI is coming close to the oversold area, but it can easily push down, so we're not worried about that right now. Moving on to the next one, that's Apple, APPL. Now I'm holding this one as a short. All the information you need is here. The contraction is on 1 hour. We're targeting this bottom level here. It's looking like a good risk reward as well. It should work out just fine. So let's move into a couple of other pairs. We'll just skim through the popular markets together. Let's start with Euro USD. Euro USD, there is no pattern here, no pattern that we would be trading. The key levels are listed. We're kind of in a no man's zone right now. So I'm not going to be touching this whatsoever. The next one is USD CAD. That's a popular one as well because of everything that's been going on with Iran. It's bounced off this major level here, and I did say it would go up. We did go up. We had a contraction here on the 1 hour. We moved up, breakdown, moved up again. So we kind of made this free higher highs right by the, there you go, free higher highs. 1, 2, 3, and we went right back down to this trading range here, which starts like this, and you can see price action bouncing between these levels. So it should go up. It should go up because I think oil is going to kind of relax. The damage wasn't so big, as I told you before. Euro CHF, another important one here. Lots of movement on this pair, but we're currently at a key level here. This is a key level. So remember that I trade levels and not exact price. I don't trade exact price. These are levels. I'm not going to be touching this. There is nothing here for me except, one second, could be a free. No, there's nothing. There is nothing. Next up, gold. Gold, we made some really good money 2 weeks ago. I think, yeah, I was in Belgrade that time. I released that video. We just shot out of this contraction here. Came right to this level here, which was also a support level based on how we trade. One sec. There it is, which now a resistance, of course. We're coming to this level again, so we'll see how that works out. Next important thing on the list is West Texas Intermediate. You can see this here. I did say it would go right back down. I mean, it was clear as daylight. I mean, that push up right to this key level here, and then boom, 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 down. Now what are we doing? We're making a continuation. So I'm going to be looking for possible shorts on this as long as we can break out of 58,145. If we can break this level here, I'm going to be looking for shorts all the way down to the next trading range, which would be on the 4-hour here. 52,990. It looks good, but we do have another level here that might cause us a bit of a problem. This one here, 54,765. Let's check a few indices together here. So let's go over Germany 30. I'm not going to do this for too long. I just want to show you what's going on. So we got a lot of key levels here. We are coming out of this here. So there's a bit of craziness here with my drawings. I try to see a possible contraction, but clearly nothing is going on. We do have this price slowly moving to the second top here with a nice little contraction. Check this out. Nice, beautiful short-term contraction. This is in reality what we want to see, because my mission is weekly profits. I don't care about where price is going to go on for weeks and weeks and weeks on end. All I care about is where is it going to go in the next few days or even today. So here it's showing me downside. If I would be taking this, I'd probably take a sell on it and just target the 12312.4. That's what I would be targeting here. Next up, US 30. Let's see what's going on there. I did say I'm expecting some higher highs here on this, but we did have this contraction here, which is seen on the daily much better, this purple one with this little fake out here. And now we're going down. I would say, I mean, I'm not trading this, so I can't tell you exactly what I'm doing, but there is a nice level right there, which lines up with the support on the weekly. All in all, the watch list, I can't really, it's a bit late right now. I had a long day with the family, mountains, dog walks, lunch, then dinner now out. So I don't want to spend too much time going over this. I am riding free trades. GBP USD sell, USD JPY sell, and the Apple sell. But I will be getting into a lot of trades. I'll try to release a few videos throughout the week about this, but the best way to see what I'm actually doing is to join my community by going to pipsmatter.com. And just filling out the form there, or just sending me an email on denis@pipsmatter.com, and I'll reply to you promptly and send you the link so you can get in there. Quite a few people have joined already in the last few weeks, so I'm really excited about teaching more people the way I trade. Thank you. You guys have a really, really fucking good week. We're moving into Q4 pretty soon, so that's going to be really important. I told you I'm shooting for 6-figure returns from trading, of course, in the next 3 months, October, November, December, and then moving on into 2020. January is going to be that month where I make 6 figures again. My biggest return ever in 1 month was about 70-something thousand euros. So I need to break that. My system's ready, I am ready, and my whole community is rooting for me, just like I am for them. Anyway, thank you, and have a good week. Bye now.